the west it can go.
We are live from the virtual Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa, and it is a beginning of a special weekend. Welcome to the Knoxville Veterans Nationals in the Coast2Coast Racing League presented by Cool Ray. This is night 1 of 4, our first night of qualifying as we get ready for a spectacular charity event dedicated to disabled American veterans and Honor House of Canada. Good evening, everyone. Marty Sakala here with you, and of course, glad to be with you, and it's going to be an exciting night for sure of qualifying for the Knoxville Nationals. Incredible night, incredible weekend dedicated to disabled veterans, and we are looking forward to what we've got going on. We've got just about 25 entries here for night 1 of qualifying tonight, and we look forward to an incredible night here around Knoxville Raceway. Take this opportunity to give a shout out to all of our fine sponsors who have helped out for the Knoxville Nationals charity. Those include VMR Wraps, Gambler Motorsports, Can-Am Racing Team, Ripka Designs, Cool Ray, and many more sponsors that you will see throughout the night tonight. How are the Knoxville Nationals working out? Well, we've got, based off the regular Knoxville Nationals in the World of Outlaws, we'll have qualifying here tonight. Tomorrow we'll have night number 2 of qualifying at 8 p.m. Eastern. I think that's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We'll also have our Hard Knocks event taking place at 8:30. Our veterans only race, and then 9 p.m. will be our Hard Knocks event on Monday. Tuesday will be the Knoxville Nationals, including the finals, the broadcast to be announced. So here's how qualifying will go down. We've got our hot laps that are taking place right now. Then we have time trials. We'll have just up to 4 or 5 heats. Then we will have a C main if necessary. We'll definitely have a B main for sure, that's guaranteed. And then we will have an A main. For qualifying, 200 points are awarded for the quick timer, 198 for second quick, 196 for third, etc. For heats, 100 points will be awarded to heat race winners, and then they'll go down by 3 for each position. 97, 94, 91, 88, etc. Heats are inverted by 8, setting up the best racing for the weekend. Top 4 finishers transfer directly to the A main like a regular Coast2Coast Racing League event does. And then the rest go down to the B and C mains. For the C mains, top 4 finishers go to the back of the B. 5th place is 92 points, 6th is 90, etc. For the B main, top 4 finishers transfer to the tail of the A. B main awards 142 points for 5th, 140 for 6th, and so on by 2s. Finally, in the A main, points are the same as time trials, 200, 198, and 196. This explains how a driver cannot make the A, but if he timed well, he may have more points than someone who did make the A. The invert for the A main is 8. First tiebreaker is the respective main event, then the time trial, third tiebreaker by pill draw. So a perfect score, quick time heat win and feature win, is 500 points in qualifying. The top 16 in combined points from the 2 qualifiers are locked into Saturday's championship A main. 17 through 26 in points are awarded the first 10 positions in Saturday's B main. The rest of the field come back for more racing on Monday. We've also got here for you this rest of this weekend. We have qualifying night number 2 tomorrow night and Hard Knocks on Monday. Going to be an incredible night tonight. Let's break down the Knoxville Raceway here in iRacing, the sprint car capital of the world. Pretty much you could just say it is the granddaddy of them all. Over a half-mile track, seen over 24,000 when you race here in Knoxville in a 360 sprint car, pretty much wide open. 8 degrees in the turns, 4 degrees in the straightaways, your traditional short track dirt oval. And going to be an incredible night tonight. Just about 2 minutes away from qualifying. Of course, this series is home to the Coast2Coast Racing League. And if you're looking for other racers that enjoy racing without all the drama and name calling of normal iRacing, come out and join the Cool Ray Coast to Coast Racing League. We have 16 divisions that race 7 days a week and currently broadcast 9 divisions. Members know that they are a part of something bigger than just the on-track experience. Go to www.c2crl.com and click on apply to join in the action. The cars are virtual. The racing is real. So just waiting for the final moments here before qualifying begins. While we're at, let's just let you know in chat if you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from and who you are rooting for tonight in qualifying. But it's not all about the drivers. It is all about the Disabled American Veterans and Honor House of Canada. Final moments here. Let's take a look at those speeds at the moment. We actually have the checkered flag on warm-ups. It's going to be for our hot laps. Now we are set to go for qualifying. Qualifying is brought to you by ABR Setup Shop. Qualifying officially underway. We'll get you the first driver that is on track. And we'll show you first off the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. I was told by Dino that he's got a brand new scheme for this weekend, so I had to take a look at it for sure and see what he's got on his 360 wing sprint car. Of course, Dean Reynolds, Vice President of the Empire Super Sprints and the lead guy in Dirt Car Northeast, the series director of the Super Dirt Car Series. All your favorite drivers, all their times at the bottom of your screen is also on the top left. And purple means they're on a pole lap. Green means that they're on a great lap so far. Brandon Templeton starts the times off with a 15.48. Everyone, though, on track at the moment. Jack Clevenger goes to second quick. Austin Stern, third quick. Templeton still with the quick time. Blake Chapman still fourth. Templeton's second lap does not improve. He's at a 15.483. Here comes Clevenger off of turn number 4, trying to improve. And he cannot. Here's Sean Bowers off of turn 4 in the 03. Austin Stern to the top of 15.464. Steven Speeds finishes off 5th quickest. Let's go to Andy Patton in the 87. He is currently 9th quick at a 15.61. 1:56.06 the official time for Andy Patton in the number 87. Austin Stern still with a quick time of 15.464. Joe Halter on lap 2 up to 3rd quick at a 15.501. Andy Patton now down to 10th quick. Couple of drivers on their first laps. Let's go to John Short in car number 51 at a 15.63. Randy Shreves actually will go to him. He is 3rd quick at a 15.495. 1:54.95 for Randy Shreves, first half of lap 2. Just a little bit slower. Let's see off of turn 4. Looking good in sector 2. Can he improve is the question. And he does by 200ths. Goes to second quick at a 15.478. Austin Marlett now taking time, but currently 3rd quick. 15.479 is the number 24 of Kyle Moonen. Moonen completes his second lap. See if he's faster on the charts. And he is by, I think he even his second lap actually. 15.479 is still his time. So that will do it for qualifying and starting things off with a quick time of 15.464. He starts his night off right in qualifying with 200 points. And the number 75, a round of applause for Austin Stern. Austin Stern with the quick time in time trials. So it is Stern, then Randy Shreves, Kyle Moonen, Brandon Templeton, Joe Halter, Jack Clevenger, Sean Bowers, and company on the final 5 on your screen. So we are set to go for our first heat race of the night. Now remember, for those of the regular Coast to Coast Racing League viewers, it is the top 4 normally, but for the Knoxville Nationals, it is the top 8. First heat race of the night is brought to you by Battle Beaver. And here is how they line up. It is Roger Craig on the front row with G.J. Boydo next to him, a pair of Canadians. Row number 2 is Bruce Hilton and Greg Parmalee. Row number 3 is Blake Chapman and Sean Bowers. Row 4, Brandon Templeton and Austin Stern. So we are set to go. Top 4 finishers will go to the A main for tonight's first night of qualifying in the Knoxville Nationals. Working the way up in turns number 3 and 4, 2 pace laps tonight. So everyone inverted here. Now for those wondering on our starting line grid, we're just waiting to get that all figured out here. Devo Transport rooting for Jackson. Austin Stern says Posse State. Nathan Aldrich says times can really put you in a hole early tonight. That they can for sure, because you want to be in the top 16 in combined points to be locked into Saturday's championship finale. So for right now, maybe top 8, top 4, even the top of the charts would work perfectly. Let's see what happens. Here we go. First heat about to go down. Green lights are on. And they're wrecking already in the back. 3-car wreck. Parmalee, Bowers, Blake Chapman. Key drivers involved early on here as we've got a battle for the race lead. The Bassman, Roger Craig and G.J. Boydell. Down to the inside for the race lead. And to the point is Boydell in the 014. Good battle for second. Bruce Hilton immediately pulls up to the inside of Roger Craig, and Hilton takes away P2. Craig is in third, Austin Stern in fourth. First one out, Brandon Templeton, and here comes Austin Stern, the points leader in the Raiders this season for Monday Night Madness. A good slide job propels him up to third position. From 8th all the way up to 3rd shows you why Austin Stern had the quick time of the evening. And now for 4th, Brandon Templeton to the inside, looking for a transfer spot in tonight's A main. The number 31 takes away P4. Nice slider up on Roger Craig. Craig trying to fight back down low though on the inside. Top right now looking very good. A thick cushion early on here. Here goes Austin Stern inside on the 10 of Bruce Hilton. Looking for P2. Can he slide up? Just barely. Hilton tried to fight back, but Stern slammed the door on him, and a big slider from Austin Stern. Real quick, take a look at the start here off of our Velocity Race Design replay. Show you what happened with Blake Chapman, Sean Bowers, and Greg Parmalee. It was a 3-car jam session. Parmalee, it just immediately comes down. Austin Stern got a piece of that as well, thanks to netcode. Into turns number 3 and 4. This is going to be a good battle to the end. Austin Stern all over Greg Parmalee as the white flag flies. 1 lap to go. All over the rear wheels of Boydell. Going to be a dandy of a finish. Austin Stern sends it on in, looking for the heat race where there's contact. Boydell up in the wall. Austin Stern takes the heat win. Boydell falls back to 3rd as Hilton takes 2nd. Templeton transfers into the feature tonight as well. So Austin Stern now with 300 points gets 100 for the heat race win. Heat race number 2 of the evening brought to you by Chip Bangers Racing. And here is how the field lines up for the next heat race. Just waiting for everything to load up here. Everyone's still in the pit lane. And I think we're good to go. The field rolls off, and here's how they line up. On the front row, Steve Maurer in the 888 and Cale Bixler in the 789. Row number 2 is Austin Marlett in the 999 and Trent Verstraeten in car number 88. Row 3, Dino in the number 79, Dean Reynolds and Steven Spees in the 55. And row number 4, the 22 of Joe Halter and the 56 of Randy Shreves. Again, everyone completely inverted from the rear to the front. One lap until we get the green flag. So we saw what Austin Stern did, made his way up from the rear to the front. And let's see if we can see it again from Randy Shreves this time, who clocked second quick in time trials. Pace truck into pit road. Wiggering. Already Maurer checks out of the hotel early on. Look out, Austin Marlin. Got the berm in turn 1, but a battle for the lead early. Here comes Bixler up on the outside of Steve Maurer. Tries to run the cushion. Can he get the lead off turn 4? No, he can't. Had trouble in the back. Dean Reynolds and Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves, who had the quickest of the field in time trials, is around. And this is putting him in a hole early. We'll check the replay to see what happened, but in just a moment, 3 wide for second spot. And Trent Verstraeten goes to the runner-up spot. Steven Spees up on the outside, takes away P2. Meanwhile, crazy battle happening for third between Verstraeten and Maurer. Austin Marlin, the first one out in the number 999. They go different lines, but a tough entry for Steve Maurer opens up Austin Marlin. They bang reels for just a moment, and Maurer back to 6th, and Joe Halter's up to 5th. Can't make a move yet off of turn 4. Cale Bixler continues to lead as he deals with lap traffic in just a moment. Steven Spees 2nd, Trent Verstraeten 3rd, Austin Marlin is 4th. Take a look at the replay, see what happened with Randy Shreves and Dean Reynolds. That's down the back straightaway. Reynolds, slides up and catches a wheel on Randy Shreves. Tough break for Reynolds as he goes down to the B-main. Now, Steve Maurer has crashed. And we'll go back to the Velocity Race Design replay. Oh, he tags the wall down the back straightaway. And Maurer in a tough spot early on in points. May have to go to Monday, down to Hard Knocks, and maybe even to the finale. White flag is out. Cale Bixler and Steven Spees. Spees pulls up to the inside for just a moment. Now he tries the outside. Tries to figure out where Bixler can't go. Off of turn 4. Cale Bixler takes the win in heat race number 2 over Steven Spees. Verstraeten and Halter get in. Halter makes a pass with 2 to go on Austin Marlin to get in. So 100 points go to Cale early here. And we are set for heat race number 3, brought to you by the World of Sports podcast. Again, you see the starting lineup on the top left of your screen. It's Bill Calder and Ryan Carlisi in row 1. Row 2, Brandon Dittmer and John Short. Row 3, Andy Patton and Brian Moore Sr. And row 4, Jack Clevenger and Kyle Moonen. Again, top 8, all inverted. And this is our final heat race of the night. I want to give a shout out to a couple of other sponsors. Our Heat 4 sponsor, if necessary, we'll likely see them tomorrow night, is the Can-Am Racing Team. But right now, our heat is brought to you by the World of Sports podcast. The field rolls off, and we are just about set to go. One lap to go until we get the green flag. Kyle Moonen in the number 24 was the quickest. He was 3rd quickest in time trials, so he'll be the one to watch out closely. Hopefully he avoids what happened to Randy Shreves earlier on tonight. Again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. 17 viewers so far tonight in qualifying night number 1 for the Knoxville Nationals to honor disabled American veterans and Honor House of Canada. Waiting for the green flag for Brandon Dittmer to take it. And it's on. Good start for Dittmer. Andy Patton trying to look to the inside, try and pull a 2-for-1 discount possibly. Here's Jack Clevenger off of turn 2, shuts the door on Khaleesi. And tries to make a move is Andy Patton for P2. Can't get it to work all the way up in the chocolate chips. Oh, big contact with Khaleesi. Somehow, no, they don't save it. And Kyle Moon is a part of it too. Gets the wall, no front wing on his machine. Also just had Brian Moore Sr. crash. We'll take a look at the replays in just a moment, but we've got a battle for the race lead early. Here goes Jack Clevenger down to the inside. Won his first race of the season with the Rebels a couple of weeks ago and takes it away, but not just yet. Dittmer tries to cross over off of turn 2. Nothing. Andy Patton currently 3rd. John Short with a final transfer spot in 4th position. Nice lead early on Kyle Moonen back in 5th. Take a look at the Velocity Race Design replay and watch Brian Moore Sr. in the 558. This is coming to green. A big stack up there and gets into John Short and ends Moore Sr.'s night in this heat early. And then we go over to Ryan Carlisi. I thought for a moment he had it saved after contact from Andy Patton. They were bicycling big time, and then off of Moonen just spins around like a top. So Moonen back in 5th. He is just 1.7 seconds behind John Short. Will likely need some help. Short's closing in though on that 87 of Patton for P3. 2 laps to go here in our final heat race of qualifying night number 1. As Clevenger continues to lead it. Brandon Dittmer in 2nd. The white flag is out. Patton actually closing in for 2nd spot. It is 3 extra points on the line. Dittmer with 97, Patton with 94. If they remain the same, Patton wants more. Is he going to get it? No, he doesn't. Off of 4, though. Clevenger takes the heat win. For 2nd, it's Dittmer on Patton by a 1/10 of a second. John Short rounds out the transfers in 4th position. So Jack Clevenger picks up 100 points with that heat win. And qualifying for night 1 is in the books. And now we get set for the B main. Our B main brought to you by VMR Wraps. So for our B main tonight, the top 4 finishers will transfer to the A. 5 through 13 receive 142 points, 140 for 6th, and so on by 2s. This is a critical B main here that you have to watch extremely closely for tonight. Here's how we line things up for the B main. It's Roger Craig and Austin Marlett on the front row. Kyle Moonen and Blake Chapman in row number 2. Then row 3, Randy Shreves and Bill Calder. Row 4, Sean Bowers and Dean Reynolds. Row 5, Ryan Carlisi and Greg Parmalee. Row 6, Steve Maurer and Brian Moore Sr. Field is gridded and just about set to go. Again, top 4 transfer, critical situation. Gonna be 1 to go until we get the green flag at the line. Ready for the green flag for the B main. Top 4 transfer, a stacked field of 12 as they make their way into turn number 3. Who goes in and who has to sit out and wait until Friday night. Pace truck is in. The Bassman and Marlett ready for the green flag. And it's waving. Austin Marlett taking the early lead into turn number 1. Roger Craig is stumbling big time. He is stumbling and bubbling all the way back to the 4th position and likely could be out of a transfer spot if Randy Streets gets by on the outside. Battle for position is on as Streets powers his by, gets the door shut by Moonen as he tried to look a groove higher. Now he tries the inside as a big crash. Sean Bowers is rumbling and tumbling in turn number 1. Somehow he lands it like a gymnast doing a free dance. And his night could come to an end early here in qualifying night number 1. Here's the battle for the lead. Blake Chapman, slide job on Austin Marlett. He takes the lead, but not just yet. Marlett tries to power back on the inside. Randy Streves tries to make his way up to 2nd. Great battle amongst the top 4 for the lead. Just slight contact from Streves and Chapman. Now Blake Chapman down to the basement. Big slide jump. Oh, contact! Marlett wheelie up on 2 wheels. And now Moon is back to 4th. Roger Craig now in 5th in 3rd position. And so Moonen currently the last guy out as we have 4 laps in the books. Ryan Carlisi trying to find something to close his way down. Battle is on for the race lead though. Randy Streves and Blake Chapman. Again, we know 12 drivers that are in. Winner of this B main starts in 13th and the top 4 transfer in. Kyle Moonen just set his fastest lap of this heat race at a 16.09 and is in on Roger Craig for 3rd position. Let's see if he can get it though. On the rear wheels of the Bassman. Pulls up to the inside. Battle for P3 is on. Here's a slider from Kyle Moonen. Almost too much of a slider. Got into the chocolate chips and is up to P3. Makes the pass work. Meanwhile, Palmer Lee, mega slider on Carlisi. Can't get it to work though at all when he's got a battle with Brian Moore Sr. potentially for P6. 2 laps to go though in the B main. Kyle Moonen continuing to fight, this time a 16.03. Has his eyes on Blake Chapman for P2. Tries the extreme high side as Chapman entered low. Moonen tries the crossover and on the white flag lap. This is for 14th on the starting lineup tonight. Moonen tries the slide job. Blake Chapman tries to fight it back. Who's going to get P2 here? Chapman on the slider. Moonen tries to fight back. Moonen gets it off turn 4 as Streves takes the B main. 1.4 seconds on Moonen and taking the final transfer spot. What happened to the Bassman? Roger Craig finishes in 7th position. As we're on the warm-up, let's take a chance to go back to iRacing and see what. Oh, he ran out of fuel, I think. Let's listen on board. Oh, man. He ran out of fuel. And there's the pass. Carlisi. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. And there it is at the line. Bam. Carlisi on Parmalee. And the official margin in the B main. Wow, 0.04 of a second on Greg Parmalee to make it into the feature. So we've got our warm-up happening right now. While we're at it, we're going to take this opportunity in the 3-minute warm-up to talk about some of our disabled veterans we have. So stay with us here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
This is my husband, Alex Hesse. Alex was about 2 weeks away from coming home.
I was point man in foot patrol and I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs and my left hand in an explosion.
And he suffered a severe traumatic brain injury.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
There are so many mountains to climb, and we do it together.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
To watch Alex take on this mountain, that's what this is all about.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Alex has conquered this mountain. That's something he won't forget.
With the right support, there are no limits.
Look at that smile! You did it!
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
This has meant so much.
Thank you, DAV.
Alex Hussey, thank you for your service. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Yeah, military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My name is Greg Gadsden, 26-year Army veteran.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
DAV helps veterans like me get all the benefits they've earned, and that can be a life changer.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker,
With the right support, there are no limits.
and I never tire of standing tall.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Greg Gadsden, thank you for your service. May your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back to the Knoxville Raceway here for night one of qualifying. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cool Ray, the Coast2Coast Racing League, all the fine sponsors and drivers, we are set to go for qualifying night number one. And we thank you for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. Let's meet your starting lineup for tonight's main event. Row number one is Austin Stern and Cale Bixler. Stern looking for the perfect night, looking for 500 points. Row number two, Jack Clevenger and Bruce Hilton. Row three, Steven Speeds and Brandon Dittmer. Row four, G.J. Boydell and Trent Verstraeten. Row five, Andy Patton and Brandon Templeton. Row six is Joe Halter and John Short. Row eight, Randy Shreves and Kyle Moonen. Row nine, Blake Chapman and Ryan Carlisi. And we are going to have our rest of the field here, actually, that will be joining us. Row 9, Greg Parmalee and Brian Morris Sr. Row 10, Roger Craig, Austin Marlett. Row 11, Steve Maurer and Dean Reynolds. And row number 12, Sean Bowers and Bill Calder. Set to go racing tonight at Knoxville as the field rolls off of turn number 2. Let us know your pick to win tonight in the chat. Austin Stern may be the one to watch out for. Quick time, a Heat 1 win. Looking to go with the max of 500 points. And if it is 500 points, this could likely put him on the pole position for Tuesday night's Knoxville National Finals. One lap to go until we go to green. The drivers are ready. The virtual fans are ready. It's time to get it down for qualifying night number one. As we say, race fans, it's time to strap in and hold on tight, because these men are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer for qualifying night number one. It is showtime at the Knoxville Raceway. Austin Stern checks out the hotel early on here for the 25-lap feature. Yellow lights are on early. Steve Maurer and Dean Reynolds get into it. Also, Cale Bixler is flipping and tumbling again. That comes after the yellow with Austin Marlett and Brandon Templeton. And immediately we go, first time tonight, to the Velocity Race Design replay and see what brought the yellow out early. Steve Maurer and Dean Reynolds started in the back of the field. Ooh, Roger Craig got in early and sent those three sideways. And then after the yellow, watch Cale Bixler. In turn number 2, this is after the yellow flew, There's contact there. Sends him sideways. Oh my goodness. A lot of height taken. There's one that's stuck in the fence. I think that was for Straighten. Crazy scenario there. It's taken a bunch of drivers out early on. So because we did not complete lap number 1, the caution laps are counting. Now the rest of the caution laps will not count. As we ride with Austin Stern, it should be the 1 to green this time by. Will be single file restart here. Again, regular Coast-to-Coast League rules apply. So everyone did make it in tonight thanks to the Coast-to-Coast League rules. Going green this time by. So the field resets to where they started. Unless you crashed, then you go to the back of the field. Austin Stern, Jack Clevenger, Bruce Hilton, Steven Spies, and Brandon Dittmer. That's the top 5. Stern is the control car as he gets the right to fire first. We're back to green. And catches most of the field sleeping on that restart and checks out early. Jack Clevenger tried to slide job early, up in the chocolate chips, nearly bicycles the car, and behind them a good battle for third between Hilton and Spies. Spies caught up with Brandon Dittmer in the battle for 4th position. Look at this, nearly 3 wide off turn 4 with Randy Shreves and the 22 of Joe Halter. Halter stuck on the rubber and is loosey-goosey big time. Shreves, by the way, quickest lap in a 17:09, caught with John Jordan, the 51, who doesn't have a front wing at all. After what happened, we're back to yellow. And Dean Reynolds again, and that's a hard crash for Dino. And another car is upside down. I don't know who that is, though. But this has not been a good night for Dino so far. He's just glad that the regular season is done in the Super Dirt Car Series, so I don't have to harass him. Here it is off of turn 2. Contact. Oh my heavens. That's with Cale Bixler. Another scary crash for Dino. It's right on board with the 79. Bixler had a scarier crash as well. See the contact. Apologies for those that suffer from motion sickness as we lose the antenna a couple of times. Reynolds uses his quick repair to get back on the track. Three laps are currently complete in qualifying night number 1. So we're set to go back to green this time by Stern, Clevenger, Hilton, Spies, and Dittmer, the top 5. And Stern and Clevenger is a battle we're going to watch closely the entire night. Clevenger fires just a little bit later compared to Austin Stern. Of course, Stern has the right to fire. Clevenger immediately tries the bottom of the track. Doesn't work for him. Hilton stays in 3rd. Steven Spies, Brandon Dittmer, a good battle happening for P4. Dittmer nearly caught the berm as he tries to slide up on Steven Spies. Can he clear him? Not just yet. Spies all over that rear bumper. And now Dittmer can clear the 55. Up into P4 he goes and keeps that high groove. Spies tries to fight back. Same with G.J. Boydell. They can't do anything. High side where you want to be, but John Short and Andy Pan have something to say about it. Patton up to 8th, passes John Short, and battle for 2nd. Ah, no, man, Hilton and Clevenger nearly touched wheels. Hilton got up to the inside of the 78. As the high side for a lot of the drivers is the only place they can go. Hilton trying to find some slick stuff. But nothing there. Here comes Dittmer on the inside in a battle for third position. Can Dittmer make the pass? He cannot. We're under yellow, and it's for Greg Parmalee in the 4, who has put his car into the pits. I have a feeling there is a car that went on its side. Off of 2, comes down onto Roger Craig. Somehow Craig keeps it straight, and up on his lid, the number 4 car goes. Howie. And this is why I don't drive sprint cars for a living. Only 8 laps complete in our 25-lap feature on qualifying night number 1. And this is 2 laps to green, I want to say. Yes, it is. The lights are still on our iRacing pace truck. Slide Job Racing Network will be with you on the Coast to Coast Racing Network tomorrow night for qualifying night number 2. And that session for night number 2 will begin at 9 p.m. Same with Hard Knocks on Monday night at 9 p.m. Lights are off, 1 lap to green. Tuesday night, our friends at Virtual Grip, which we welcome to the Coast to Coast Racing Network, will be our broadcasters for Tuesday night's Knoxville Nationals. Set to go back to green, Austin Stern, Jack Clevenger, Bruce Hilton, Brandon Dittmer, and Steven Spies. That is your top 5. Austin Stern looking for the perfect night, 500 points, and likely a starting spot from the pole. Stern brings us back to green. Good restart with Clevenger second, Bruce Hilton third, Brandon Dittmer all over, Steven Spies trying the inside line for position number 3. 3 wide in turn 3. And 3 wide behind them as well as Randy Shreves tries to make some moves. Shreves up to 6th position. Speed stays in 5th. Bruce Hilton losing a spot to Brandon Dittmer. Can't clear it just yet. Is the 83 taking 3rd position? Yes, he is. Started from 3rd, but a battle for the lead is on between Austin Stern and Jack Clevenger. Great action all around the Knoxville Raceway from that restart. Hilton still trying on Brandon Dittmer for position number 3. Nothing there. Boydell and Spies. Contact between Shreves and Spies. Here comes as well the 87 of Andy Patton. Off of turn 4 with incredible racing. Let's see who gets the advantage at the line. Give it to Spies and the number 55. Oh, there goes Hilton. Hilton's around the number 10. And the yellow flag flies. What a tough break for Bruce Hilton. Had a good top 5 finish going. And we'll go to the back. And apparently Randy Shreves and G.J. Boydell have crashed. Trying to see if we've got that red right. There's G.J. Boydell. Randy Shreves with no front wing either. We'll check and see what happened there. Let's look at our Velocity Race Design replay and see what happened to Hilton. Ooh, just got on the gas and around he went from G.J. Boydell. And there was contact with Randy Shreves. Look at that. We'll show you that angle. Watch this, after Boydell with nowhere to go, same with John Short. Contact made with the 56. And those were some fast cars, especially Shreves. Remember, he clocked in 2nd in time trials. And that puts him all the way back to 15th position. Boydell back to 20th. Hilton is back in the 19th spot. So going green this time by. Let's reset the field here for you. 12 laps are complete. Could be 11 laps are complete. We'll have 12 laps complete when we come back to the green flag. Austin Stern, the race leader. Jack Clevenger second, Brandon Dittmer third, Steven Spies is fourth, Andy Patton fifth, John Short is sixth, Blake Chapman seventh, Kyle Moonen eighth, Joe Halter ninth, Ryan Carlisi is in the top 10. Stern the control car once again. We'll ride on board with him from the rear end when he fires. Clevenger trying to get it as close as possible, and Clevenger caught sleeping. Trying that inside line, can't slide up. Dittmer third, here's Steven Spies, Andy Patton, a good battle for fourth. Patton quiet, good look for his first time inside the top 5. Patton trying to slide job as Dittmer tries the bottom, looking for a second on Clevenger. Can't do anything about it there. Austin Stern still all the way up top on the cushion. Clevenger almost had a close call there, but Dittmer fighting on it for second spot. Let's see if he can get it to work off of turn number 4. Still has the bite on the exit, though, with Jack Clevenger off the corner. But Clevenger clears on the 83 for second, not just yet. Good battles all the way around. Patton looking for fourth position, excuse me, is Brandon Dittmer. That's Clevenger, excuse me. Up and over he goes. In the second position, was looking at a good chance for a top 16 spot guaranteed in the starting lineup for the Knoxville Nationals. But unfortunately for Jack Clevenger, got the wall, and that puts him up and over. And his weekend has changed big time. Let's watch the replay, just slept too much. Got the right rear Hoosier into the wall and just bicycled upside down. That is a bummer for the number 78 car from the Northwest. Let's ride on board with them. We also had Steve Maurer that crashed in the number 888. And we'll check that in just a moment. He's with Randy Shreves. Remember, he's got no front end either. Oh, he comes down onto Hilton, and Maurer goes around. So Clevenger goes from second to the back. 20th spot unofficially. As we'll have a 10-lap shootout or 9-lap shootout when we come back to the green flag. It'll be a 9-lap shootout. Lights are off as we go green this time. So 9 laps to go when we take the restart. As the field resets, Austin Stern the leader, Brandon Dittmer second, Blake Chapman is third, Andy Patton fourth, Steven Spies fifth, Kyle Moonen sixth, John Short is seventh, Joe Halter eighth, Ryan Carlisi ninth, and Brian Moore Sr., after a rough start to the evening, is up to 10th. Stern has led every lap so far in this feature. Quickest in time trials, won the first heat race of the evening. Got to start on pole position for that. He's looking for the feature win. Dittmer not sliding up compared to Clevenger. Trying the bottom, can't get anything about it. Meanwhile, a mess down the back straightaway with Steven Spies, Andy Patton, Kyle Moon and company. And look at the 24 go without a front end. Up 10 positions from 14th to 4th. As for Blake Chapman, from 15th to 3rd. And all over Brandon Dittmer for the second spot. Both riding the lower groove on the racetrack compared to the leader. Chapman catches the berm for just a moment as we have 7 to go in qualifying night number 1. Dittmer loose on the exit, could open the door up for Blake Chapman for just a moment. Half second behind the leader, Austin Stern, 6 laps to go. Kyle Moonen in a good battle with John Short for fourth. A battle of drivers without a front wing at all. And Moonen makes the pass stick. Steven Spees back to sixth. Andy Patton back to seventh. A wicked slider from John Short. Almost catches the wall. Moonen says, not working at all, pal. I'm keeping fourth. 5 laps to go in qualifying night number 1. Brandon Dittmer pulling away a little bit from Blake Chapman, and he's closing in just a little on the leader, Austin Stern, as they work lap traffic. Dittmer trying to low line with 4 laps to go. Austin Stern has led every lap. He's had a perfect night so far. Imagine if it gets marred due to the 83 passing. They're in lap traffic. 3 laps to go in night number 1. A win for Stern would likely mean a start on the pole for Monday night's clutch. Oh! Contact with Bauer! Contact with Bauer! Stern is around! And is that Chapman? That is! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, you have to be kidding me. The lap traffic would not move out of the way. Stern makes contact with a lapped car, and that is huge. The perfect night is over for Austin Stern. As the yellow flies for him, he'll drop to the rear, and that puts Brandon Dittmer in the lead. The points have just changed crazy. And that's the crazy part of the Knoxville Nationals on board. Oh my goodness, Maurer was just on the middle of the track. You know, that's just, I don't know what to say about that. If you know lap traffic, if you know the leaders are coming, just get out of the way. Really. Austin Stern, by the way, has not won in a sprint car, especially in Monday Night Madness, since week 2 of the season, and has come oh so close. There's Dittmer as he threaded the needle. Kyle Moonen, I think, got a piece of that too, and is up in the 2nd spot. So Austin Stern is back in 16th and 17th position. And we're going to have a 2-lap shootout, still in regulation though, on who could win it. Dittmer looks like the clear favorite here on this restart, as he's got a front wing. Kyle Moonen 2nd, John Short 3rd, Steven Spees 4th, Andy Patton is 5th. We'll try and figure out points for all of you here, but make sure you check out the Coast to Coast Racing League Facebook page once they are updated. 2 laps to green. Dittmer goes. Same with Moonen. John Short spins the tires on the restart. Moonen tries the outside. Dittmer keeps it on the bottom. That's where he's been good at all night long. Moonen tries to close in, but not really finding anything at the moment. John Short 3rd. Steven Spees tries the bottom. Here's the white flag. 1 lap to go in qualifying night number 1 for Brandon Dittmer. Moonen again, trying the top shelf. Let's see if he's got one last gasp at Brandon Dittmer. Final time in 3 and 4. Dittmer protects a Hail Mary slide, jobbing off the corner. Brandon Dittmer wins qualifying night number 1. So Dittmer picks up 200 points. And again, we will see what the point situation looks like. Austin Stern made his way up to 13th. And that's probably, and Stern and Clevenger both get the heartbreaks of the weekend. So Dittmer will bring it in and park it in victory lane if he can get through the hey, you can, look at that. It's pretty cool. So Dittmer goes there. Kyle Moonen and John Short finishing 3rd will pose for the victory lane photo. It's going to feel so weird how 2 cars with no front ends, specifically Moonen. Short just doesn't have a front wing. Are in 2nd and 3rd, then it's Dittmer who looks polished. And we will wait for your top 3 to come in. And I'm not sure if we'll get official updated points once our night is concluded, but we'll figure that out. Just waiting for your top 3 to come in. Brandon Dittmer, the winner, is in. while we are at it, we can give you as well our tin can Reps for Charity hard charger of the race, and that goes to Sean Bowers in the number 03, started from last and finished in the 9th position. And we'll talk with your top 3 here in Cool Ray Victory Lane. And we'll bring in first our driver that finished in the 3rd position. That is John Short. John, just walk us through your race. You didn't have a front wing at all to end the night. However, though, you placed top 3 and looking good in points early.
Yeah, I didn't qualify very well, so put me in trouble in the heat, and ended up getting an incident on the start there, just not timing the start well, or I don't know what it was, chain reaction. But so yeah, we ran into a bunch of trouble tonight. First lap, got caught in whatever happened ahead of us and lost the front wing and stuck it out. I know a couple of people did, and then really just had to run the top. I was kind of planning to run somewhere else and or kind of be able to choose, and I didn't really have any choice there to run the top and just try and pick up spots where we could. But I think most of the positions we gained were just due to attrition. Looked like a bunch of leaders got involved with each other or lap cars or whatever. So wasn't a great night, but we'll take the 3rd. We needed some extra points there after the qualifying heat race fiascos.
How's the confidence level that you could potentially make top 16 and guarantee your spot in?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look and see where everybody tripped out. I mean, I'm hoping I could get there, but I'm guessing I'll probably end up being in a B main at this point. Just qualifying really hurts. So, but we'll see. Hopefully with all the carnage, maybe we ended up in the top 16 and after tomorrow night, and we'll be happy to see that for sure.
Who do you want to give shout outs to tonight?
I got to thank the Kreitz Sim Racing guys. They do a lot of help with the team, and I got to thank Epsilon Sprint Wraps for the great wrap on the car, and Kreitz Oval Track Parts, Malcolm Mills with mill riding, and of course Galen's Homegrown Popcorn. They got the best popcorn around, so go get yourself a bag. And just definitely got to thank you for putting it on, and as well as Coast2Coast Racing.
Appreciate it, John. Nice job tonight.
Thanks, Marty.
So John Short finishing in 3rd position. Let's go to our 2nd place finisher here, Kyle Moonen, from 14th up to 2nd. That had to have been a fun 25 laps for you, even though you finished runner-up.
No, not really, to be honest with you. It was a little wild right there, especially after the heat race. That was kind of wild too, but glad we made it up to 2nd. At least should put it in the show.
I mean, yeah, I'll follow up with that. I know you got in a couple of wrecks considering you had no front end, but how was that car so fast, even without a front end, and making your way up to 2nd? Did you have just a car that was set for the way the track was slick?
Yeah, Jesse hooked me up with a pretty good set right before the race. He had been working on earlier and liked it quite a bit, so we went with that. I was kind of surprised though the speed I did have for not having a front wing, but especially it helped out when everyone moved to the bottom. So.
Yeah. So you're pretty confident about making it into the top 16 for the Nationals on Tuesday night? Or yeah, Tuesday night.
Yeah. I think with points it should be fine. I was like 3rd quick, and I think got 2nd or 3rd in the heat, 2nd here. So as far as points go, I should be good.
Alrighty, who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Just everyone at Bandy Built, especially Jesse and Goldner. They were kind of my eyes in the sky tonight and helped me out quite a bit, and can't thank those guys enough. And Ross at Velocity Race Designs, and Alex at ABR Setup Shop.
Alrighty, we will let you go. Kyle, nice run tonight, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Alrighty, Kyle Moonen, our 2nd place finisher. And now time to go into and talk with our race winner, and looking good at a starting spot in Tuesday night's Knoxville Nationals, Brandon Dittmer. Brandon, I don't know what to say about that finish, man. What do you have to say about it? I mean, I know you'll take the win, that's for sure, but that finish, though.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to win, but you never want to win like that. I kind of watched the replay. I think the 888 may have ran out of gas and held that middle line for whatever reason, I don't. Where did Clevenger end up? End up going?
Clevenger finished in, I'm looking here, 12th.
What happened to him? Because he was on the outside there for a while.
Yeah, so what happened was he just caught the wall on the outside and just started flipping.
Oh wow, dang.
Yeah,
That's
so
unfortunate.
it's
They were having
crazy.
a really good race.
But yeah, talk about your car though. You were riding it well on the bottom, and I think even you were closing in on Stern for the lead.
Yeah, right there. I hate running the bottom first and foremost. But I somehow managed to find something there, and I ran really good. Slowly reeling them in. I don't know if I would have made the pass on them if we had stayed green, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate for him.
By the way, I'll just say as well, a funny thing. Austin Stern just said, "I'll take the win." So.
Oh, he'll take the win.
Yeah. Well, we all wish he could, man, because he definitely deserved that. But not to discredit you though, because you had a pretty fast car, and I know your confidence level is gonna be going well, and likely qualifying into Tuesday night. That's for sure.
Yeah, especially after I've had a rough season in the 360s there on Monday nights in the league. This feels really good to come back and get one.
Definitely. Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
You guys are putting on the broadcast. This is a great charity event. Warrior Raps for my rap. My boys and from around giving me all the confidence and support that I need to run. And yeah.
Alrighty, sounds good. Brandon, congratulations tonight, man.
Thank you.
So Brandon Dittmer gets the win, and we'll have to confirm everything on the points situation here, and ignore everything up top there. Yes, really, ignore everything. You know what? Why don't we? I know what we could do. We could watch this, a little bit of magic here. This is what I love about graphics and stuff like that. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Ignore on top. No, you go there. Perfect. All right. Dittmer with the win. Moon in second. Short third. Pat in fourth. Speeds fifth. Moore Senior sixth. Carlisi seventh. Halter eighth. Templeton ninth. And Clevenger 10th. Austin Stern officially 11th, actually. Not in 13th. And yes, the heartbreak for Austin Stern, definitely. And he still fights back to finish 11th. Clevenger moves up to 10th. So somebody was a bad boy at the finish, I think it was. And I think they got Randy Shreves and Sean Bowers together. And yes, they did. Bowers and Shreves, 15th and 16th. I'm not sure what it was, but they got a timed penalty on something on the track. So that's 17 and 18. 19th, Bill Calder. 20th, Bruce Hilton. 21st, Blake Chapman. 22nd, Steve Maurer. 23rd, Greg Parmalee. And 24th, Trent Verstraeten. So with that being said, that is going to do it for our coverage tonight for night one of qualifying for the Knoxville Nationals in honor for disabled American veterans and the Honor House up in Canada. Here's our schedule for tomorrow night. We've got the B qualifier, so drivers that did not race and are able to race with us tomorrow night. That is taking place tomorrow night, our broadcast time at 9 p.m. right here on Coast2Coast Racing Network. Slide Job Racing Network has full coverage of that. Monday night as well, we've got Hard Knocks. That begins at 8:30 with Veterans Race number 2, and then Hard Knocks is at 9 p.m. And then Tuesday night, our friends at Virtual Grip Network will have complete coverage of the Knoxville Nationals from the E-Main to the feature A-Main. Shout out to all of our sponsors that have definitely put on this event for sure, starting things off with Cool Ray, Gambler Motorsports, the Can-Am Racing Team, Chip Bangers Racing, World of Sports Podcast, Battle Beaver, Ripka Designs, ABR Setup Shop, VMR Wraps, Velocity Race Design, Tin Can Wraps for Charity, and, of course, Slide Job Race Network and Virtual Grip Network. On behalf of everyone at the Coast2Coast Racing League, from Roger Craig to Preston Cranmer, Marty Sakala signing things off for tonight. Congratulations to Brandon Dittmer as he takes the win in qualifying night number 1. Thank you all for joining us tonight. So long from virtual Knoxville.